we're back for day 18. So in day 17, I managed to get around to the back of the foundation floor plan and activate the elevator. But I was very disappointed to find once I got down there that the elevator takes me down to an area that requires a basement key. So I'm hoping, and I haven't confirmed this, but I'm hoping that I no longer need to get behind the foundation, that the change to access the elevator was permanent, because otherwise it would require quite a bit of luck to not only be able to get behind the foundation, but also have the basement key all in one go. So hopefully that's permanent. I did manage to find a door with a lever, and I've seen the lever before for opening the antechamber room, but previously it was broken off, and this time I found one that had a full lever on it already. So I was able to use that and confirm that it does in fact open the antechamber doors, or one of them in that case. But unfortunately, I did not reach that side of the antechamber, so didn't get to check it out. I'm pretty sure I need to get a good enough run where I unlock one door on either the west, south, or east side, and then of course the north door to get to rank 10 and a 46th room, I guess. So I wouldn't have, even if I'd gotten there, I wouldn't have achieved that, but it was still one step closer than I have in the past. So I'm seeing sort of all the pieces come together for being able to access that 10th rank, but I also know that there's so much more here, just from everything I've heard in the reviews and stuff, that I don't think just getting to the 10th rank is really the end game. And there's so much little bits and pieces of a intriguing kind of mystery story here that I believe that. Lastly, I was able to get into one of the outer rooms. Let's see which one it was. The trading post, and there was a box game in there that I solved, which gave me another 2 coins of my daily allowance. So I should have 4 coins in here, and I do. I think I will try out not going to the outer room right away and see how that goes. If you enter the antechamber today, add 2. Oh, that's right. I upgraded the bedroom. I got one of those upgrade discs, and this was the change that I made. So I can get 10 more steps and add 2 to my allowance if I reach the antechamber. Seems very unlikely, but that is a benefit I added to that. This parlor will give me 2 gems. I think I'll take care of that right now. We're adding that right now. I'll open all 3 doors first. Corridor, chapel. I don't want the chapel this early, especially if I might have to walk through it a few times. I don't necessarily want to block off the closet, but also the door that I just opened to the west is also going to go north. So I've got a chance to rectify that. So I think I'll do that, get those 2 items. Got a die, which is good. Hopefully I can save that until later. And then another gem. Aquarium is an interesting one to get right away. And it will be facing north and east. So I may as well go for that. Ooh, okay, we got a compass. That will help us get floor plans that face north more often. And then I've got a dig spot here, but no shovel. I was noticing last time that each of these aquariums resemble one of the rooms. I'm not sure the symbolism there though, or the importance, I guess. So this will take me north. Do I want to block that off? Probably not. I think I'll do the corridor. I'll do the den, and just one of the doors will be blocked off. Let's see where this one takes us. It's really been wanting to give us a dead end. I'll do the reading nook actually because the library should have a new book for me that I requested. I believe. So we should be able to draft the library. Where's that going to take us? That's too bad, but I've still got 2 doors available after that. Okay, the history of Orindia. And am I going crazy or was it previously called Orinda? Okay, one thing I want to just take a look at is this history, this checkout history. So the detective, the very same one on March 2nd that checked out the Swinburne book written by Marion Marigold, also checked this book out on September 3rd of that same year. Why would the detective check it out twice? Unless it held some really interesting information. Caleb Manning was, of course, one of the people we saw in the newspaper clippings as being a bombing suspect who was arrested, and someone who I think Marion tried to distance herself from. So let's take a look at this. The History of Orindia, 2nd edition. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fen Aries Central Board of Education. It's been edited to conform to our department's standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. 1979. It's been edited to conform to standards. That's really odd. Is this the editing, like a full redaction? So there's a picture of a crown. I'm going to take a picture of this. And by the way, one thing that I've been keeping an eye out for and why the Orindia part stood out to me, although I could just be misremembering, I was thinking it was Orinda without the second I, but I've been finding a lot of typos in these books, and I'm assuming that they are significant. So I'm reading with a little bit of extra care, looking for typos in these books. Forward. Blank the name used to designate the realms of the eastern waters. Blank is no longer blank, known to the average citizen of the elder generation. Blank we must permit our leaders. Let me just read it without the blanks, because it must be actually showing us a message. So the name used to designate the realms of the eastern waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the older generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. Let's read the letter. Baron Sinclair. Oh, here's this is from the detective. So this must be Baron Sinclair. This must be made out to H.S. Sinclair, the person whose will is leaving us this estate. Thank you so much for your cooperation with our department in this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you are not only tolerant but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the History of India could be found, it would likely be within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I will say well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you've given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margle, Redguard. And that doesn't have anything. Okay, I can't go that way. Yeah, this was a dead end. What's over here? Okay. All right. Gotta go back through the den. Right, den. Got ourselves a gem. I did notice, by the way, on the opening scene from each day where the camera sort of goes over the courtyard on the outside, that there is a clock out there, and I believe it always shows 9 o'clock, so it's like we arrive at 9 a.m. every morning. When I had to do the time-locked safe, it was that was a question I had, was, you know, what time. I assumed we were there during the day, but that confirmed it. Hallway, pantry, bedroom. Those second two will... Oh no, that'll be fine. Pantry will give me 4 coins. That'll take me east. Should I go back to the parlor? I'll go back to the parlor and flesh out the rest of that. Perhaps rank 1 and some of rank 2. "70 steps gives me a bit more freedom to do this kind of thing." Oh, I don't want that. I want that. Let's see what clues we've got here. The gems are in a box with a true statement. The statement on the blue box is true. 2 of these statements are true. The statement on the blue box is true. 2 of these statements are true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. So if this was true, and this was true, that would mean that this was false. And the gems are in the black box. If this was false, 2 of these statements are true. That would mean that 1 statement is true, and 2 are false. Two of these statements are true. If this was false, it would mean one of these would have to be false. The statement on the blue box is true. This would have to be false as well. Wait, what? If this one is false, then there's only 1 true statement. This one would be false because this one's false. So this one's true, and the gems are in this box. What was the first one that I said, though? I said, if this was true, then this would have to be true, and then this would have to be false.
which would also mean it's in the black box. Those are the only two scenarios. We don't actually know which one. We don't actually know which of those two scenarios is true, but they both pointed to the black box, did they not? Okay. I'm not entirely sure I came to the right conclusion there, but I still got it, so pretty sure I did. Where are we? We're facing north. The drawing room would be good, but it has a gem requirement. Guest bedroom would leave me with just the pantry. The corridor. I kind of want to save the drawing room for later. I guess I'll do the corridor. That gets me 2 rooms on the 3rd rank. Just looking for items real quick. Okay. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 8 steps. This is one that I upgraded. It'll dead end it. The commissary, items for sale. I have 4 coins. I would also spend a gem. Or I could do the spare room. I'll do this one. Build out another room on the 3rd rank. I probably won't buy anything, but let's see. Sledgehammer. It'd be nice to get running shoes and see what those are about. But also, I feel like it's unlikely that I would come back here. Let me just double check this so I know what the items were. There was a gem sledgehammer, set of gems, four gems, and then running shoes. All right, we're headed east. Oh man. Okay, it really wants me to do this quest bedroom. Will there be anything? I think I see something on the table. Another gem? Okay. Anything over here? Alright, so we will head back all the way to the pantry. So those 10 steps, half of them are wasted, but that's fine. And we are going through the aquarium again. But north, right? Yeah, through the pantry. I didn't actually enter this last time, so I should get some coins and a banana. Those coins would have been useful, actually. I should have gone in there first. I would have wasted a couple extra steps, but... What do we have here? The terrace. I can't choose a dead end right here. That would be bad. Security will cost me a gem. I'll do it though. Oh, we got another gem back. Getting kind of lucky with those gems so far. That's ported up. Let's log into the terminal real quick. I know now that I should always log into the network even if I don't plan on doing anything. And then I will log out. No, I didn't want to do that though. I'd like to see the security options. Did I miss anything here? No. Okay, security options. I want a low security level for now because I don't have a key card. And then I'll change the offline mode to unlocked in case I come across a breaker. And by having this online, if I do come across a breaker, I can change the security setting to high if I come across another terminal. We are headed north. We've
got the boiler room power source. Yeah, I may as well do that. I'm gonna quickly pull up. There was the drafting strategies book that I read. It was the first book I checked out, I believe. Let's see if I... Oh no, Red Prince was probably the first one I checked out. Or no, Swinburne. Let's see here. Yeah, drafting strategies. Drafting combos. I remember it said something about making a connection. The boiler room connects to the laboratory garage. The laboratory, the garage, the laundry room, the furnace, and the pump room all have uses for steam power. I don't get those that often. I get the garage the most, but I'm also over on the east wing and the garage isn't going to show up. I'll do it anyway. I feel like I've been spending a lot of gems, but at the same time I've been receiving a lot of gems, so while we're in here, let's open a couple doors. The dining room would be a pretty good one right here. That would be good, and it doesn't cost anything. Let's open the northward. Yeah. We've got ourselves the kitchen, the bedroom. I'll do the bedroom. Save my gems. And then I can divert some power here. This is a really weird setup where you have to send power from all three sides to activate. But then, so I'll keep it going straight. That'll send it to the dining room, which has the most connections. But then, you don't have to leave it there, which is really strange to me. I don't know if that's a bug or what, but the power will stay active even after I turn that off. So let me go through the bedroom. I'll still connect back to the dining room, actually. So either way, this will receive power, I believe. I love the power room music, or the boiler room. Gotta use a key here. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I don't want to do the office. Oh, both the office and... Oh no, those will both take me north. Because it's turned that way. Observatory could get me things. The office would spread coins, but it'll take 2 gems. I'll do the observatory. Oh, but by choosing that, I think I prevented it from getting power, probably. Like, you have to have the doors facing. Okay, what will I get here? I have 10 stars. This will show me right here. Oh, so 10 is a combination of... It must be 8 and 2, so I'll be able to choose between a key or 2 trunks. I feel like the 2 trunks are more valuable if I can get a sledgehammer. And I do have enough money for a sledgehammer. Oh no, it's Ooh, I didn't look at these. So I'll pull up my screenshots real quick of the first day. I actually screenshotted that. And we have, oh, this is weird. In the past, they've always added up. We have the farmer's apple. No, that kind of looks like a crown to me, like it's going the wrong way. How many stars is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's the apple. So that'll make apples more delicious. So it'll get me more steps, I believe. Or 3 stars gives me 3 steps. So they're both step related. I guess I'll choose apples being more delicious. And so the question is... Oh no, so I didn't get 2 trunks, so I shouldn't go back. If I go back through the dining room... That's locked. Oh, I don't have any keys. That's a bad sign. Alright, we're gonna go which way? This way. Dining room? We don't have any food yet. I wonder if that fire is always lit. Because I feel like it's not. I feel like I've seen rooms with fireplaces that aren't always lit. So this will open up if I get to the 8th rank. We are headed to the west. We can get a hallway, a drawing room. The dark room could spell the end of me because I'd be rolling the dice on which one I choose, so I have to do the hallway. Nothing new there. And that's locked. Whoa. Okay, I have to go back all the way to the commissary. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps. And then I have to come all the way back, so I'm going to use 20 steps. Getting to the commissary. I kind of wish there was like a mini-map. You know, I would use that a lot, because I like to check to figure out where I need to go. And it wouldn't take much real estate to show just a mini blueprint. Okay, I'm going through the aquarium, turning right. I guess the good news is that I've got enough steps so far that I'm already only down to 49. So, oh, I can't buy keys here. I buy gems. I haven't accessed anything locked. This will give me a chance to... I really wish I knew what the running shoes did. Since I think I'm at the end of my run, I'm just going to get the running shoes. Occasionally save steps when traveling longer distances across the estate. Well, that's what I'm doing. I mean, it's actually perfect for what I'm doing at the moment, because I have to backtrack. So I'm gonna... Actually, especially since I got that, I'm gonna head out to the outer room and see if it gives me any items. I did save a step just now, I saw that. I don't think I've gotten any new rooms so far, so this has been kind of an unfortunate day. I have to do the 2 special items. The shovel, okay. What else do we have? What's the other special item? Oh, the sledgehammer, I almost bought one. Can't do anything else, right? Okay. One thing I've been curious about, and I'm pretty sure this is a long shot, but there's one boarded up door that I've been seeing. Where is that? I think it's down these steps to the right. Nope. I was hoping there was like a secret usage for the sledgehammer, because it says that it opens padlocks, unlocked trunks. I was hoping that it would do that too, but it doesn't. The precipice, the only reason I might re-enter that is that it has that chessboard in it, but I haven't figured out what that does, and I'm not sure. So far I've been playing around with it and haven't seen anything. But given that this run is possibly at its end, the only last thing I can do is I did see at least one dig spot. Where was it? I don't want to go the wrong way and waste more steps, but no, it wasn't in here, right? It wasn't in the corridor. Was it in the guest bedroom? No, I want to say it was this way. Oh yeah, there it is. Please be a key. Oh, wow. Okay. So I have the option of going north through the observatory or north through the hallway. The problem is, as you get further north, more doors tend to be locked. So if I do the hallway, it gives me a chance of finding more items, potentially before encountering another locked door. So I want to go through the den, through the pantry, through security. And then through the boiler room? Yeah, through the dining room, through the hallway. I really wish I knew what I was seeing here. Oh, I never looked on the back side. Are there notes? I don't see anything. Go to the hallway and try to open up a door here. That's boarded shut. Yeah. All right. Mailroom will give me a package. Spare room would take me north. Let me redraw. and hope for an item. I feel like redraw always hurts me. Let's see, which direction are we going? If I do the dark room... No. The kitchen will have food for sale. I'll do the kitchen. Might find myself a key or something in here. I don't have any coins. Wait, what does it say about the boiler room there? Yeah, so I would get 30 steps if I got to rank 8 and got the dining room benefit there. Okay. Courtyard coat check. What did I check? The gymnasium would give me a couple doors. The courtyard would be ideal, because the gymnasium... Oh, interesting. That doorway opens to the west wing. Would it actually, or would it be boarded up? Gonna choose the courtyard. Oh, that's right. I should have chosen this anyway because it has the dig spots. It always does. Plus 6 steps. Wow, 2 of them? Weird. Okay, here's the foundation. Okay, we get to learn. Let me first open this. But that'll answer my question about whether I need to operate the elevator every time. I have to do the storeroom. I'm going south, right? Yeah. Please give me some keys. 2 keys. That might have been actually a guarantee. Okay. Wow. Let's see about that elevator. Yep. I don't want to go down it because it required the basement key. And I have no such key. Oh, a dig spot. Whoa, what's with the turnips? Is that... Did I get some effect that is giving me all turnips today? Pebbles. Coin. I don't know if there was any dig spots down there. Okay, where are we? Alright, we still have an observatory that we can get back to, although I would have to use like 20 steps to get there. Oh no, actually I would be able to take the hallway. Now I'm connected to the kitchen and hallway. No, yeah, I would be able to get there pretty easily. So let's see. Gotta use a key. Should I try to go northward instead? I haven't unlocked the antechamber, so it doesn't really matter. I really wish I could get the, oh, so I get some keys. Maybe this will give me, I've really been wanting to try the boudoir again because it has a safe in it, and I haven't tried the couple codes that I have on that safe. But I'd really like to see if this gives me a basement key. I don't remember these drums before. Drums, violin, nothing over here. A harp, 1 key, and what is this? Key to the secret garden. Wait, did it tell me anything else?
Finding it won't be easy. The other key was just a regular key. Okay. Billiard room will give me a couple keys, I believe. And then do I want to try... Alright, let's do this. Man, how hard is it to get the basement key? Who do I have to bribe? 16 divided by 2. 8. We have 12 minus 9 is 3. Times 10 is 30. Divided by 15 is 2. 23 minus 13 is 10. Times 2 is 20. Divided by 4 is 5. Hey! Okay. So, what I need to be doing now, and this will use a lot of steps. But I have to, before I open any more doors, I have to go back to the security room. Because I haven't come across any more terminals. I have to go back to the security room and change the frequency of security doors to high. Right? How do I get there? I turn left in the courtyard. Yeah. Go straight across to the boiler room and then go down to security. Okay, let's use this terminal, change the security door, keycard system, and now I can change this to high, because I have a card, so I would prefer that those doors show up. Okay. Should I try the observatory again? I guess I'll save it. Didn't cost me a lot of extra steps. Was this locked, or I didn't try it yet? Oh, this counts as 2. Oh, the pool. The pool. Yeah, that would be ideal, but I don't have a gem. The dark room. The bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms. I don't think that gets us anything. I guess I'll do the dark room. I have a bad feeling about that. choose that one. Oh, you're the worst. You are the worst. I can't believe you did that to me. Okay. I still haven't opened the antechamber. I can get more steps. Okay, we'll do that. The patio. The patio. So there was the thing. This is maybe one of the first chances I have to try this out, but there was the soil quality information that I got. I'm trying to find it real quick. And that shows that if I chose the patio and I'm on rank 8. So if I chose the patio, that would be on good soil. Not the best soil, but good. Oh, why am I even looking at it? I don't have the gems for it. I guess I'll do the coat check. Because maybe I checked something there one time. I'll go in there now. Let's see. I believe I did. Nope. Is there anything I want to check? Running shoes is kind of benefiting me. How about the secret garden key? No items. Okay. Look, all 3 of these are security doors. That's awesome. We are facing to rank 9. I've never done the laundry room, but I don't have the gems. Man, that's hurting me. I'll open the chapel, but I won't go in there. Conference room. Wow. Conference room. Yeah, I have to. I've never been in there. So the question is, do I really quickly want to go back to the dining room? If I go to the dining room, that'll give me 30 steps. Yeah. Definitely. So I want to go back through the dark room, through the foundation, through the courtyard, through the kitchen. A lot of backtracking in this one. And we're in the dining room. Gimme, 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 gimme. Yes. So I went from 12, and that should give me 30 more. Alright. The boiler room should be sending power. Oh, but I didn't get to choose the one that would benefit from it. Right? Yeah. I have 2 coins. Okay, where to go now? Do I try the billiard room or do I do the conference room first? Let's just try it. Locked. Alright. Conference room. Let's check it out. What do we have? People taking notes? Can I read any of them? Yeah. Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Well, I guess we know what's in the office safe. Oh, oh, oh. Wait, it's red. It's red. That means it's a lie. Right. What else do we have over here? What does that say? Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they're immediately placed in several of the rooms currently in your estate. Oh, currently? Wow. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered. Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, I can try it next time I get to the office. So this is the antechamber. Yeah, closed up. Locked. I guess the spare room. I'll do the bunk room, actually, in case there's items in there. Oh, hey, little guy. Haven't seen that guy in a while. Just hanging out, not dead yet. Mrs. Babbage must be taking care of him. Unfortunately, the two items in here were bananas. What was that? A button? No. Darn. What was this again? Oh, yeah, yeah. Alright, well, I have to go back to the billiard room. Or I can go even further south to the observatory and hope I have better luck with the doors that would produce, because it would be one rank lower. No, I think I'll just stay where I am. I'll go back through the billiard room, which is this way. Use it. Last key. I've been so low on gems this whole time. Gymnasium gives me a couple extra rooms. I have plenty of steps. Oh. Oh, okay, that's already blocked off. Can't do anything with this, right? Wonder if there's only one other room that has a basketball. I wonder if this is a clue about which rooms should be adjacent to each other. Locked. Okay. The observatory was locked as well. Wait, I thought I had a special
Oh, I had the secret garden key. But that I checked away because it wasn't going to help me anyway. Hmm. Wow, for some reason it was a major gem shortage. Although in the beginning I did hit a lot of rooms that had gems in them, so I'm not sure how that happened. But I guess we'll be calling it a day here. Because that door is locked, and that door was locked. And that's it. Alright, well unfortunately, kind of an uneventful day here. And this is where this game can sometimes feel like a bit of a drag. Because you spend an hour playing, and I did get one new room. It didn't have any new sort of story elements to it, but it did give me the clue about the safe, which is supposedly a false clue. So I'm not even sure how helpful that'll be. But I will be calling it a day here. We'll check out our end of the day stats. Red in. Yeah, it was bad. 5 red rooms. 96 steps, that's my highest. Only 1 new room. Well, that's it for day 18. I'll see you for the next one on day 19. Have a great day. Why is there... Okay, so there's just a secret message on the forward. So 1, Ajera. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Ajera, by the ascension of the first king, Redacted, whose name Oris would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris. By the end of the 1st century, the Redacted, a new kingdom, was born. I'm going to take a picture of this because I have a feeling I'm going to maybe want to compare this at some point to the original. 2, Second Era. It was the 4th king, Blank, Redacted, who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift Redacted. To the youngest he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not as developed but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Iraja, Redacted, a land steeped in tradition. 3, Third Era. As the Second Era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the Third Era was defined by Redacted commerce between the 3 realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. Redacted. Even one of the symbols there was redacted. And by the way, these are the three well, I don't know what that middle symbol is. Although I'm guessing from the, let me just compare this to the screenshot I took of the book I found in the precipice that talked about sigils, and it also showed these symbols. Here we go. Um, okay, so the top one is Araja. Arch Aries. Araja. Okay, so the one that looks like mountains is Arch Aries. And on the coloring worksheet that we saw in the classroom, that one was the color yellow. I don't know the significance of that yet, but this was Arch Aries. The keyhole one is Araja. And then there was a squared heart that I don't have, that isn't shown on this. The one that I'm seeing here looks like Orindia. I'll call it the ticket stub. Okay. Ooh, what is that? Oh, there's a letter in there. Okay, let me read this first. 4. Fourth era. As the kingdom redacted entered the fourth era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Decelets III was a redacted king who often was seen redacted drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court but the masses as well. Can't really read too much of that. Oh, there we go. I'll take a picture of that as well. Desolates was renowned as the king of redacted. No one, when he made the decision to move redacted Ving castle and court behind, the people were overjoyed by this choice, and were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his redacted common folk. These redacted voices planted the seed, redacted which took root in redacted grand city of Fen. 5. Era of Ruin. After the passing of King Desolates III, the fourth era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. Redacted. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the redacted Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a redacted number of supporters due to the fact that Desolates IV shared redacted little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets stained in red. The pacification of Fen. Take a screenshot. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Aries and Nuance. That is not a region that I have a symbol for. To join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easily. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death he had won. Oris had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. 6. The current era. Today the realms inherited by the three, Fenris, Archares, and Araja, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and the birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. Redacted. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. Redacted. Redacted. Take a screenshot of that. I don't know if I got that.